What's up guys and welcome to a POV review of none other than Dzukill against Illaoi. I specifically chose this matchup cause I think it's a good matchup where you can learn a lot, since Illaoi represents pretty much most of the bruiser matchups, how they go and how you want to play against them, since she should win an all in if you don't dodge, if you don't play perfectly. So you have to play around her abilities and have to try to make use of your strong level 1. So Dzukill at the beginning already helping his team out with showing where the enemy jungler plays. Obviously in low elo that doesn't help a lot because people don't care about it. But higher elos, people will care about where the jungler started and play accordingly. Now Dzukill here getting a favorable trade on level 1, since Yone level 1 is just extremely strong. One. Okay.
Questionable.
Yeah,
I
questionable.
don't know why he would jump back in.
As you can see, what he did there is what he likes to do often, is go for an all-in at level 1 against champions that are weaker than him, but only go when they have when they come late to lane. So cause this way he will be able to position right here where he can have a 1v1 against Illaoi, which he's gonna win, and the minions, the caster minions, won't focus her and she will get denied the experience. Now even challenger players, as you can see here, ego it and want to get that XP, and you can see what happens. She gets completely scuffed here. And then obviously she kind of runs it by dying after it, but you get the point. Just like I said in the guide as well, try to make use of the level 1. Most of the time you won't get
damage. I thought I needed only
a kill.
1 and or 2 autos to kill him. If I knew I only needed 1, I could just flash in myself.
But having the enemy chunked out will already help you a lot from the level 1.
But him jumping in guarantees that he dies, because I can just auto, and if he flashes, I flash after an auto again.
Yeah,
I don't jump in.
Was a bit stupid of Illaoi, not gonna lie. Now he watches the minimap, his teammates, while he's running to the lane. You should always do this, especially on mid lane. In top lane it's not that relevant, because you don't have that much impact. Now he has level 3 against level 2, instantly goes for an all-in. Oh, he's dead. Oof. Nah. What? Okay, as you can see, he had a level advantage, so he went all in, but now here the Illaoi gets the double level, the level up, and he dodges her spells. Well, okay. Now here is something that most of you, me included, would have never done, and that's what separates him from the casual players. Not casual players, but great players to insanely good players. Is you don't want to go melee. You want to wait for your Q cooldown and poke. Use your range advantage. But while he's waiting for the Illaoi to come up, he doesn't walk into her. He dodges her skill, and at the same time, as he waits for his Q, he's destroying the tentacle, making something productive, and then dodging lovely with the flash right there. That was just insanely well played. Always keep in mind to use your flash as a outplay tool rather than an escape tool. I'm a big fan of aggressive flashes. And now, like, the Illaoi is pretty scuffed. He has a massive lead, which he should be able to translate into even more in the future, but we will see how he plays it. Again, going for the Berserker Greaves first is always best option. Then after that you have multiple options, can go dagger, longsword, vampiric scepter, or seal. Okay, now here what you want to do, yeah, okay. Yes, he's gonna go for an all-in now. Yeah, that's just lovely played. It did exactly all the things I said in the guide, and so let's replay this. Here, even though you have more items, you have a level lead, Illaoi is still Illaoi, so you shouldn't underestimate her. So you want to dodge her skill that takes your soul, or juke it out, and once this is gone, then you can go for the all-in. And wait. Right here. She uses it on the minion, and that's when he decides to go all in. It's pretty simple. Punish your opponent for the cooldowns. And you don't all in with your E, like I said as well. You use your E as a follow-up or dodge, and as he did here, he used it for both a dodge and a follow-up, getting a lot of value out of it. And that's it. That's how easy it is. He's making it look easy. But as we all know, there's more to it. There's a reason why Yone top has like a 46% win rate. But it's pretty simple. If you follow the game plan, if you punish opponents for their cooldowns, and don't just go in blindly, even if you're ahead with Yone, you can't do that. You're not a Darius. You will succeed. Then watching teammates, now he's pretty far ahead, and he's probably just gonna go all in. Yeah, that's what I would do and just kill her. I mean, it's just straight up disrespectful from her without level 6. Yeah, he missed his R, but doesn't matter. Without having level 6 to walk up like that, it's just disrespectful. That was obvious. Sorry. Illaoi seems a bit tilted. And a bit scuffed as well.
And the R was really free, it's really obvious he's gonna W the cannon. It's R anyway, I kill her.
Sorry. There was a quick commercial break from YouTube. These dipshits.
No reason to talk about balance.
I mean,
this far ahead. And she missed all her abilities too. If she hits her E, I actually don't kill her.
So as you heard himself, he's playing it cautious still, because she still has a lot of damage, but I think he can go all in with the Q3. Now, yeah, there's no need to play cautious. Yeah, I mean, at this point, the Illaoi doesn't stand a chance anymore. That's how it snowballs. It just snowballs slowly. After one kill, you get XP lead, you get and that's the most important thing, to get an XP lead after a kill. In these matchups. Get early level 3, get early level 6. And these are the biggest power spikes. Okay, he tries to kill her again, but she's level 6. But it shouldn't matter, he's so far ahead. He's 2 levels ahead. So he's looking for an all-in, he said. There we go. Oof. Wait, he's losing it. Dead? Oh no. Oh yeah, he's
so bad.
Whoa. 3 levels behind.
She actually played it well because she E'd behind her as I ulted her. It's undodgeable if she does that. I should just not ult her.
That's smart. That's well played.
Okay, all mistakes he made before, I didn't think he would be capable of doing that.
Now you heard? He underestimated his opponent. That's what happens. Because she was playing so poorly, he didn't expect him to E behind while he was ulting. That's smart from her, obviously. You can E behind the Yone, behind yourself, because Yone will drop behind you after his ult, just like a Zed would do. And then you have a guaranteed E, basically. Now she got a big shutdown and is kinda back in it. He's dead. Yeah. That's how fast it goes.
The game is gonna be hard now. As soon as I give my shutdown, the game is gonna be hard. Was I up?
Yeah, he even loses plates for it. And a lot of minions. Jungle diff, no. But obviously overextended. But the damage of Diana was obviously insane. It's just crazy. Oh, he's going for an all-in, dodging her most crucial ability, and she's dead, right? Yeah, she's dead. Stopping the Diana in her tracks as well. Who is in a fight? Let's see it. Let's see it. He's actually taking this fight. So 1v2. Oh wow. Oh, unlucky. Unfortunate, but let's see this again, because I think there's some things you guys can learn that I also said in my guide, and that's right here. Wait. He's ulting first to create space between Diana. Diana wants to dodge the ult, she doesn't want to get hit. So she dodges and has to walk back to him. And then he gets even more distance, and then he E's back to get cooldowns up and to have some distance. And here, you see how he dodges the Diana Q? Diana Q is one of the hardest skills to dodge. And it will always fly like this, so you always have to dodge by walking up to her and right to her. Walking up right, like he did right here. That's the only way you can dodge. You can't walk back, you can't walk left anyways. That's the best way to dodge it, and that's exactly how he managed to do it. Just as a little side note for anyone who's ever playing against Diana. It would have been a decent death if the Diana wouldn't get the Herald, but this way it was kinda unnecessary, and he's dead again. Yeah, this is a terrible death, but a really good gank from Diana. You get the tower,
Just wanna fight.
plus all the plates. You get a second tower on top of it, that's a shit ton of gold. And that death cost him a lot. But that was just not much of his fault. It was just Diana playing it really well. Such a good gank. Yeah, now he's like a lot stronger than the Illaoi, so it's worth for them to send the Illaoi top to def him. Another commercial, nice. Okay. But yeah, now it's quite even. The Diana is hella strong. That's just a nice dodge. That's just a nice 1v1. Let's watch it again, shall we? Because there were a few interesting mechanics again. Oh, basically it just goes, she walks back to his E. He tries to CC her during her ult. That's the crucial part, he dodged right there, that dodge right there. And her flash was great as well, but that dodge, obviously, she could have aimed it a bit better if he didn't use the red trinket. How many of you would have used the red trinket right there? Tell me. Not many. And if that E hits, he's dead right there. Even though she's 1 in 8, 1 in 6 or something like that. He's dead right there. So that dodge and the red trinket are what make the difference, which is crazy to think about. So many small differences. So many small differences between his gameplay. It's interesting. I also learned a lot here. Like the sweeper, I would have never thought of it in the middle of the fight. I mean, by watching it, yeah, sure. But during the middle of the fight, same goes for the destroying the tentacle in the middle of fight was lovely, lovely. But now I'd say it's mostly side laning, just farming and finding objectives, I guess. Trying to get picks if possible. She ults, he has to disengage. You can see the damage is ridiculous. And he's dead. Never mind, he lives, okay. Never mind. Oh, never mind, he's dead.
I can easily dodge with my E. I'm so tilted at this point.
See, so even challenger players get tilted, guys. You're not the only ones. It's completely normal.
It's so frustrating, but it's my fault for dying to Illaoi.
But that's the difference between a challenger and you, no hands right there. It's my fault to die to Illaoi. Everyone else would have said, oh, Diana is carrying the game, it's such a jungle diff. No. You can't change your teammates, but you can always change your gameplay. That's the most important thing for you to climb, is that you should not focus on your teammates' mistakes, but on your own. The thing is just most of the people don't want to have it true, that it was their own mistake that they lost the game. And me personally, when I know I threw a game and that I could have carried, it gets me even more tilted because I know it was my fault. I was like, damn. But yeah, just some side laning here. But as long as they can keep scaling, they should be decently fine with the Kassadin. Twitch Varus also scaled pretty well. Simple pick to the Zamira, nothing. And you also... Oh, let's see this again. So he gets to Zamira with his ult. She's dead. She's just an ADC without the support, so she's free as fuck. But let's see the Yasuo. That was nasty. So he goes for the tower dive because he knows he's strong. The flash from the Yasuo into ult for his shield into the wind wall. He knows he's dead, so he walks up to get the last Q off onto the Varus, trading 2 for 1. Well played to Yasuo. But what I wanted to say is, I think the most important part is done. Another commercial. What I wanted to say is that the most important thing is done. The laning phase is done. Now it's mostly side laning and team fights, just how you play them. So let's skip forward and watch how he plays the last team fight, shall we? Alright, now we can see how they close out the game. They have supers, they can just play it slow. And he has a lot of items. Yeah, he just goes for the kill there. Like, that's just late game Yone for you, dealing a shit ton of damage. Now his team finishes. Yeah, I hope you learned something. I definitely did, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll do more League content in the future, So make sure to subscribe. I'm Ronaldo and I'm out. Peace.